I bought these at a show. I probably bought them about 5-6 years ago. And they've just been laying there. I'm like, oh, I'll always come up with some cool idea with them, and never did. So, all right, these first two are a pretty good matched pair, actually. There's going to be some through the strand that are a little lighter and a little darker. So I'll try to match those. But these first two look really similar, so we luck out. So basically what I wanted to do with this was make a bit of like an embedded inside of a silver frame. So both of these pieces would move independently, but I have to figure out how to essentially string the bead so that it's secure. So I'm basically just stringing this on my wire and then following it up the line. Don't fall. Don't fall. Let me just cut this piece off so I can play with it. All right, so the easiest way would be to make a loop. All right, so spread these back out. So what I'm going to do here for my prototype is I made 2 loops. I'm going to drop this dot of solder where the loops, don't look away, where the ends touch the wire. It's usually a very quick in and out solder, and it shouldn't affect the stone at all. And then I'll just squeeze these together, and they'll act like a little bail almost for the stone. Now I'm just going to make the frame, because that'll have to be soldered too. And then we'll do the fine adjustment of attaching the two. I'm just doing a rough outline here. I want it to be a little bit bigger on the bottom. Okay, one little teardrop. Let's make another one. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay, so here's our little dudes. We're going to give them a very quick polish, because though they might take on a little bit of discoloration when I do the final solder, it's going to be a separate loop that does that. I still want to do the fine work right now. There we go. I'm going to mute because it's going to be kind of loud. So you'll still be able to see me doing it, but you're going to lose audio for a moment. I just wanted it to have like a rounded edge here and a flatness here. So I'm going to make sure that I don't have it too hammered looking. So I'm going to use my filing stick so that it actually looks nice and flat here. We're basically looking at something like that right now. Actually make a pretty cool pendant. That would be kind of neat. I'm actually, while I have this frame and everything set, I'm going to make a third one of these so that it could be a pendant too. Let's mock these up. What we'll probably do is change the orientation so that this top one is going sideways. I think that'll look better rather than a bunch of open loops most of the way. That's better. So 2 of these are getting ear hooks and one's turning into a pendant. But now I've got to solder that little jump ring I just bridged. There we go. That went pretty easily. I want to solder the ear hook because this is a pretty heavy earring. But I have to make sure that I don't solder the ear hook directly to the larger jump ring. Otherwise, it's not going to move freely. All right, so I'm already feeling that if I make more of these, then I'm just going to use the slightly larger loop. That is way too much of a pita. I'm going to snip this one off. It's like, it's one thing to know you can do it. It's just another thing to know that it takes you 4 times as long. Okay, so just made a loop. And then I'm pinching and kind of pulling it backwards. Kind of making it almost like a little question mark. I'm sorry, not 1 inch, 1 millimeter. Derp, that makes a difference. So when I'm doing it, I just sort of have that 1 inch line in the center of my loop. I pinch it at the top of the ruler. And then just literally bend it over my finger. Follow the shape. So it just went over the top of my finger. And look at that, it's an ear hook. Nice gentle bend. For some reason, at least for chick hands, folding it over your pointer finger is like the same width as an earlobe. Actually catch it, and giving it the sharp bend. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. That one went like magic. All right, if that's straight, we're good. Okay. Make it all shiny. All right, it's super dirty, but I know I have to get in the bail a little bit better, but I will, I'll just go and leave that there. So there it is. That's the pendant version. Pretty psyched about it. That's probably the best I'm going to be able to show them off. There they are. There's the earrings that match. This is about the size of the earrings. Stop spinning, little guy. There we go. You know, they don't even look big for me. I really thought those were too big for me, but I would actually wear that. I mean, it's kind of a long hair thing, but I totally dig this.